Oh, that's right. You assholes always tell us that we're late. We're a whole minute early this time.
Late. You're late by Lombardi time.
Late. We're on time, man.
No, by Lombardi time standards, we're late.
Oh, that's right. By Coughlin standards, we're fucked.
No, Lombardi time's 15 minutes early.
15 minutes. Tom Coughlin's only 5 minutes early. Damn, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's bring my ugly face into this show right now. So we had quite a week. Since the last week, there wasn't a Super Bowl and there wasn't any mega stars, unfortunately, passing away. So all we had was the XFL to keep us entertained. What are your thoughts on the new league so far?
It's interesting. Exceeded my expectations. I mean, most of it was soured by the AAF, but from what I'm reading, like, they have premium sponsors, they have like better TV deal. It looks like I don't know if they're paying them to broadcast it or if they're having like a small deal. They've sold more tickets than the AAF ever did. I mean, it seemed like the fans were interested into it. So the key for them now moving forward is sustainability. If they can have a product like they did week one, I think they'll be able to survive.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm coming out with a video on what's going to kill the XFL. And it's really... I'm not going to give away the punchline to the video, but you just have to look. The graveyard is full of spring football leagues. And for this one to survive, it's going to be a tough go. But for the first week, yeah, everything looked great. I thought the games were good. I think they're going to have a problem with keeping the games interesting, right? Like, I think they should manipulate the outcome of the games. You know? Like, they should pull some Vince McMahon type shit on on the games themselves. That would make it more interesting. But let's see. So the Guardians are the best football team in New York in, I don't know, 10
Best
years.
team in MetLife.
Yeah, Matt McGloin is the best quarterback in New York by far. I think he's better than Josh Allen and Daniel Jones. The DC Defenders, best team in the history of Washington, D.C., best football team.
Cardale Jones.
Yeah, Cardale. And then we also, some of the uniforms are hideous. I think the ones behind me, those lemon yellow ones, who did the Vipers?
Yeah, Tampa Bay Vipers.
Yeah, those are
trying to go for a
hideous.
Seahawks motif.
Let's look at some NASCAR uniform, or not NASCAR. Whoa, not that one. Let's look at some XFL uniforms real quick, and then we'll get into your snappers, which I see coming in. But I want to say which is the ugliest. Yeah, that green shit has got to go right here. See that? That's pretty puke.
That one. Some of them look okay.
Yeah.
Black one and the red in the middle is pretty good. The red and the white. Not crazy about the baby blue and the black, but
no, that looks like the Panthers ripoff. This looks like an Ohio State / Georgia ripoff. The Battlehawks look like the Detroit Lions. Guardians, I don't like that uniform. I think they should have gone with maroon helmets so they look like the Guardian Angels. And then I guess the DC probably has the best one. The all red is kind of tight, and this orange one. Who are these orange fuckers right here? What does the crowd say? Who's this red and orange fuckers? Oh, the Dragons? Yeah, those are... they didn't look that great in action. And then... yeah, I don't know. This one looks like the Atlanta Hawks. The Wildcats right there. Kind of weak.
I think they just went for a basic template for most of them.
Yeah, they just copied and pasted. They hit Control-C and Control-V, and they were like, fuck, we're done with all these uniforms. Let's go get lunch. Shit,
yep.
That was
I mean,
awesome.
As long as the AAF, they didn't have one that looked like the Buffalo Wild Wings logo, and as long as that's thing, they're fine.
I'm surprised by the lack of sponsor on the jerseys. I guess they're probably saving that for when they are over leveraged in season 2. They'll sell the back of it to MasterCard or something, right?
Maybe, but also they have sponsors. They have Bud Light Seltzer and I think Gatorade.
What team was pounding Bud White Light seltzers? Bud
St.
White.
Louis. St.
Yeah,
Louis.
the battle axes or whatever. They were pounding
Battle
Bud Light
Ox.
seltzers in the locker room, which is something you would never see in the NFL.
Well, I mean, hey, if they're paying to do it, why not?
Yeah.
The XFL some funding. If the XFL can maintain a profit, they should be fine. I don't know if they will, but I mean, if you have the sponsors and the TV deal,
so I mean,
at least you're getting more revenue streams than the AAF did, which I mean, to be fair, is a very low bar. But it's still, at least they did their homework.
So the AAF drew about, in the 8 weeks, about 700,000 fans.
And most of those were only in San Antonio.
Yeah,
maybe Orlando,
San
because
Antonio led the way. Salt Lake was the worst at like 8,000.
Salt Lake was bad. Memphis was bad. Atlanta was bad.
Birmingham
Arizona was
bad.
Birmingham was kind of weak.
But the first XFL drew almost 1 million. So the thing is Vince McMahon doesn't want to be profitable his goal is in 3 years. So
that's what the AAF said too. 3 years.
Amazon wasn't profitable for 10.
Well, Vince has, I think, like $500 million in capital. Plus, it's what he's doing with, the shit in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, well, it's a well-funded league. I think it'll make it at least the 3 years. Who knows about beyond that? It's got to turn a profit, though. I don't think you're gonna see another investor see it and be like, "Oh yeah, one of these spring football. Oh fuck, here we go."
Unless they have a Tom Dundon and have a completely different vision. And and it's time for another male romper with Mr. 5 Points.
I gotta wear the male romper again.
Maybe.
For $200, now we have to think of something by the end of the show. What I'll do for $200. I can't.
Yeah, you gotta up your ante, man. You're a high class whore. You're not like one of those ones on the street.
That's true.
Come on.
I know. I've got morals and principles now. All right, read it. Read the 200 because he got impatient that we weren't reading Snapchats. We were just bullshitting about the subject of the show. Read the damn fucking.
Oh my God! Give me a second to read it. Holy shit!
God.
Jake Bazell for a $200 reduce. I'm back, baby. Just celebrated my 15th birthday and now look towards being able to drive in less than a year. I did not realize you were 15. I thought you were older. Holy shit. Anyways, seemed like the XFL is promised. My hometown team, the Defenders, got the dub, and the rest of football was decent as well. Also, thoughts on the new MLB playoff format? Oh, God. Do I get to pick and choose how I respond to this like baseball wants to do with the top seeds?
Just let it go, man. Let it go. That's what the man gave us $200 for, to see me in my underwear and for you to give your honest opinion on the MLB's new playoff format.
I don't mind getting rid of the wild card game. I thought that was kind of gimmicky to begin with, and it's just weird to have like one game settle a 162 game season if it isn't a tiebreaker. It is also like expanding 5 to 7, it just waters down the product. I mean, I would get maybe like 6, but even then that would make things a little awkward there.
Yeah, that doesn't add up, right? Like,
6 doesn't add up.
The odd number of teams, 17.
Yeah, you'd have to go like 7 and then have like the first team have a bye. The only thing would be 8, but even then you'd be watering down everything.
What they need to do,
your first round would just be like the bad teams getting stomped. Like if you're at like 8, you'd have like the Phillies in as a 500 team. You'd be in that category. Maybe the Diamondbacks.
Right. I thought the three and the wild card was the perfect 3 divisions.
Yeah,
and
best
the wild
of 3.
Card. Yeah,
best of 3 would be the best.
Yeah, I thought that was the best because then 8 teams made it in, and then you got a winner at the end. Now it's just ugh.
Well, the MLB is trying to make money. I mean, I thought the NBA was trying to get convoluted as hell to make money, but this is like, that's a money grab.
I get it, but I don't want to cheapen the regular season.
Like, the best team chooses who they play. That is just
how insulting is that, though? It's like, all right, I want to fight you little bitch.
And then if Be funnier if they come back and they beat the team.
Yeah.
And the
It's
Lightning
like,
just
yep,
scored.
You wanted
Great.
us. You wanted us, huh? Meh. But I guess, I mean, that does give you kind of an advantage, right? You can just be like, hey, that team's limping like shit. Like, everyone would have picked the A's, right? Out of all the teams that made the playoffs last year, you'd have been like, all right.
Probably would have picked the Brewers.
Yeah, the Brewers were limping into the playoffs, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the A's just, they couldn't even get, they had Sean Manaea, and he just got lit up. Mm-hmm.
That whole team died.
Yep, they died. The Oakland, he hates me. All right. We shall start with some snapper chats. Thank you, Jake Bazell. Happy 15th birthday to you. And we're going to go spend your dad's money on strippers. We're going to go spend it in West Palm Beach, right? I saw Sad Man
I think so.
Baseball in there. He is going to join us down there in West Palm Beach. Stark Raving Sports will be there at spring training. And I don't know. I got some more intel on that. I'll talk to you after the show about who else could possibly be coming in.
I've seen a
Some
few
other
names
YouTubers.
being popped up here and there. But...
Yeah. I know Shelfie's going to be down there, and I know that Cougs is going to be down there. So we might run into them. But I don't know. We're going to have a busy week of going to spring training facilities and chasing cougars. All right.
Chasing cougars and me running for my life when security comes after me if they find out who I really am and not Clark Kent. I'll just put on some sunglasses and pretend I'm nobody. I'm like one of those average Trump voters down there.
I don't think we're allowed to tell that story in a public forum.
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
Oh, God, no. I wasn't talking about that.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. There's another story, but we can't tell it here. That's an inner circle type.
It's a little more risque than anything. It's just,
What's funny is
it involved a bunch of nudity and like censors. It gets ugly.
We don't have an inner circle. The inner circle is my anus. And that's
and it's going to be the color of the Japanese flag by the time we're finished with your Thai food.
That's right. Well, that's all that comes out of it. All right, Tucker White 94, who got a little offended that I did a NASCAR video and didn't ask for his help, but Jake Baskinger did help. That video is surprisingly doing much better than I thought it would. Tucker White 94 for $5 on this day, 2001. Three Rivers Stadium was imploded. I yield my remaining time to Senator Tree and shit all over the Yinzer saucer. Ooh.
Three Rivers Stadium was a weird one because it didn't even look good in any regard. Like it was just like, oh, it's just a big donut. Like it didn't have anything special to it.
There's nothing. There was no mystique.
Oh God, no! It was just a bland stadium, and it only lasted for 30 years. Like it was in that whole thing where like everyone wanted like a multi-purpose stadium for like efficiency. Yet it was some of the most boring shit. Like nothing unique ever came out of it. That's why there's only one being played in any of the major sports.
Yeah, well, it looked identical to the Vet and Synergy Field. It's basically the same stadium.
Yeah, the Vet, Synergy Field, Oakland, Alameda County,
Bush 3 or Bush 2. They were all the same. All the same shit. Same shit. All right. Beast of Metal, MVP of the show, $10. Breaking, noted motorsports journalist Jeff Gluck declares 2020 Busch Clash, a black eye for the sport of NASCAR. Opinion. You're a black eye for the sport, Jeff. Tucker White had a better take. Damn, son.
Did you follow the Busch Clash at all, man?
So what happened? Explain it to me.
Everybody crashed. Literally everybody crashed. I think there were only like 6 drivers left. The guy who won had pretty much his car was destroyed.
That's funny.
That's pretty much what it comes down. Everybody crashed.
Uh-huh. I think some races should be a war of attrition. Why not?
Daytona's pretty much the big one.
More trash. And then I'll read this last NASCAR-related one. Tucker White 94. Even for NASCAR, Sunday's clash was ungodly dumb.
Well, everybody wrecked.
They wanted to wreck, man. Everybody wrecked.
Sometimes you just got to wreck. It's like, sometimes when you play a NASCAR game, you drive backwards and you try to wreck into as many people as you can. You ever try doing that?
No, I never
Just for
played the
shits and giggles?
NASCAR. I saw Jake Baskinger or someone, or was it Tucker, that posted a clip of someone who just spun out in the middle on the last lap and just parked basically in the middle of the track, and it just fucked the whole race up. That's the thing. You can't account for those in those games where people do that shit. Yeah. We're gonna lose. That guy's hilarious, by the way. There used to be this, well, he still uploads. He's a troll, and he would play NASCAR, and he would just wreck on the last lap just to piss everybody off. And then there was one where he kept saying, or he was playing Tom Clancy, and then they would be in the little room together, and he would pretend to sneeze and shoot his teammates. He'd be like, achoo, and then just blow his teammate away. And he'd be like, oh, sorry, guys, I sneezed. Sorry. And he's funny. And there's another one where he says, like, he has Tourette's, and he's just like, fuck, shit, piss. He's funny. We're going to lose. Okay. You started Loric Project.
Loric Project. I think, is this a first timer?
I think so. Might be under an assumed name because y'all be changing names all the time, and I don't know what is what.
Loric Project. Hey guys, love the show. I'm going to the Seattle Dragons game this week and got super nice tickets for $40 a piece.
Damn, did you get them on SeatGeek?
I don't know. I know Seattle and St. Louis have sold the most tickets.
Wow. I know that the ratings were highest in Seattle too. Seattle really shows out for their teams. I'll tell you that.
Seattle, St. Louis, Cleveland, and Columbus had great ratings for the DC game because of Cardell Jones.
Every time I hear Seattle Dragons, so apparently there's like, Urban Dictionary, like, like the Cleveland Steamer. Apparently there's something called Angry Dragons, where you're like internal, like where you're basically, it's like internal diarrhea, like just coming out of like all ends. So every time I hear Seattle Dragons, I'm like, oh, I ate Thai food again. I think of the Angry Dragons, not the Seattle Dragons or the Seattle Kraken. Do you think they're really going to name the team the Seattle Kraken?
I'm not a fan of that name.
No, I think it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
All right. Keep her going.
It's like something out of the 90s. Let's go for official Gazrichlin for 5. Should Green Bay go hard on offense and free agency like they did with defense last year?
What are they going to be left with? Huh?
I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, the only thing I can say is they'll probably gun for AJ Green.
Maybe, but what did it get them? What did all that spending get them? A trip to the...
A trip to Levi Stadium to get their ass beaten.
Yeah, they got smacked. I mean, yeah, you could say, okay, they were one game away, but they were farther away from the Super Bowl than that game.
They were very deceiving.
But, I mean, why not? You got Aaron Rodgers probably only has 2 years left in the tank. You got all these teams basically putting down their dogs. And, Phillip Rivers was, went for his last ride on the farm. Yeah. Tom Brady's going to test free agency. And, I don't know, a lot of change.
And then Jameis Winston going to be throwing picks somewhere else.
I'm very so surprised that the LA Chargers had a very unceremonious way of parting, of cutting ties with Phillip Rivers. I'm very surprised that an organization like that would have that level of class.
Maybe. Technically, what they should have done is had a hypothetical umbilical cord with Phillip Rivers on it and then just cut it and watch it float into the ocean.
He's like, oh, we usually bite those.
Yeah, maybe. But that sounds like something the Chargers would do.
Somebody said, what? Phillip Rivers is going to pull out? He hasn't done that in 16 years. Something like that. I don't know. Another pull-out joke. All right, you, Justin Pepsiman.
Justin Pepsiman for 5. What better ways to spend the last few hours of my birthday than listening to a bald man and a Yinzer talk about sports ball? Damn, happy birthday, my man.
Man, a lot of birthdays today. But Bazell gave 200 of his dad's money, and you just gave 5. So,
man, don't insult him.
I know, he gave us $5.
You asshole.
That's going to be spent at a bowling alley in West Palm Beach.
Bowling alley.
We're hanging out with the SRS guys, Matt and Mike.
And Beast of Metal, a little jabbing coming from him. Don't make me take back my praise of you, Tucker.
Oh, wow. He was on that.
Mm-hmm.
He was on it. All right, we got
and
two
I was
more.
mentioning about.
Go ahead.
I was mentioning about the Cleveland the DC game. Nick Shannon for 5. Cleveland is second in XFL ratings and Columbus is third. Gee, I wonder why the XFL has such high ratings in Browns country. Well, that and Cardell Jones was starting a lot of Ohio State bleed over.
Yeah, a little, and he's the best quarterback in Columbus right now, right? Didn't Cardell Jones win the Natty for them?
I think, yeah, because JT Barrett was injured that year. I think they had JT Barrett, Cardell, and I'm trying to think who else they had. Shit.
Was Pryor already gone?
Pryor was gone.
Pryor left over the tattoos. That's right. But no, I think it was just Barrett and Cardell. And Cardell came in late. He was like Tua. And Braxton Miller. There you go.
Braxton Miller. That's who I'm thinking of.
Tony
He's
Braxton
a wide receiver
Miller. Yep. Yeah, they were quarterback deep. Well, they still have what's his name?
Justin Fields.
Yeah. Yeah, but Cardell Jones you thought would be the quarterback there, and it just didn't. I mean, in the NFL, but he just didn't have that deep arm there. Nick Shannon. Oh no, wait. All right, now we get to Dodge. Dodger of Zion. How about them girls? Dawn Staley and USC finally slay the Yukon Dragon. Also, have something to announce to the viewers. They might help me. All right, let's bring Dodger in. Is she already in? Go ahead, Dodge.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
What's up?
I didn't know Dawn Staley was the coach.
Them Gamecocks! Finally.
I didn't know.
Finally. They beat UConn. Finally.
They beat them. They beat them down.
For the first time in school history. Thank fuck.
That's awesome. That is hold on, don't talk for a second. I got to turn up the volume. There we go. Now you can talk.
Here we go. All right.
Anyways, congratulations. Because UConn, I think, didn't they win like 80,000 games in a row?
Among other things. And also, again, before last night's game, South Carolina was 0-8 against UConn, and this was the first win.
Has South Carolina made a deep tourney run? Have they made the Final Four or something?
They were national champions in 2017.
Oh, damn, son. Wow, I didn't know that. Did not know that.
And now they are currently #1 in the country and projected to be #1 overall in the tournament this year.
Wow. Yeah, what was that? What was that whistle getting dropped in the bomb?
I have no idea.
Oh, that was a phone game I was playing while I was watching you guys.
That sounded like something out of Dr. Strangelove. You know, seeing the nuke drop below with the guy with the cowboy hat playing on the background. It sounded like that.
It sounded like
it was a coin dropping.
Oh. Isn't that what it sounds like when you go to the bathroom tree?
No, it's a little more than that. It's more like just pure nuking, not even the whistle drop.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I heard it live in Canada. It was just while we're sitting there trying to do tarot cards, and I just heard you just go at it, just evacuating your bowels. Okay, what do you need? What's your announcement, Dodge? So we don't have to be here all night.
For lack of a better way of putting it, I am looking into merch for my streaming.
Very nice.
However, I need artwork for said merch, and I cannot draw to save my ass. So, if any of you are artists, or if you know an artist and think they would be able to do this, this is paid. This is completely paid, by the way.
I have a guy.
You have a guy?
Yeah, I've been referring. Well, Brett Coleman uses him. He says he's cheap and he's good. He did Brett's logo. So, and then there's also Dom. There's another guy, Dom, that does graphic design for a living. I'll send you his way. He's cheaper.
Wonderful.
Well.
Thank you very much.
And I also kicked him out of the Dumpster Fire fantasy league, so I owe him. So I'll refer some business to him.
Also, Dumpster Fire Fantasy League, you better let me know when that's going down, because I'm interested.
Well, did it like 2 years ago, and then I forgot about it because I don't play fantasy anymore. I don't really like to. I don't know. That used to be. So I had this job where this was like in 2008, 2009, before everyone's internet was on the phone. But still, my distraction was to go in the bathroom and like look at my fantasy team and take a long, healthy shit. But that doesn't.
I just barely missed the winners bracket this year, but I ended my season on a 7-game winning streak all the way through the consolation bracket. So
nice.
Not bad.
Nice.
well, I guess that's what happens when you have Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson on your team.
Mm-hmm. Well, you tore through the league like falafel and tree in Canada.
Not even falafel, dude. It tore through like Thai food.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vindaloo.
Yeah. Don't bring up the Vindaloo around here. Okay.
Yes, I am revisiting the Vindaloo at Con Bravo this year. It's kind of become a tradition now.
Oh yeah. To almost die. Okay.
No, that was the
walnut.
That was something else. That was not the Vindaloo.
That was walnuts. Yeah, no,
Oh,
we are
right.
not touching walnuts.
That's all right. I didn't know you were allergic to walnuts.
Yeah, I found that out in Canada last year.
Mm-hmm.
The hard way.
Yeah.
But thank you for giving me the heads up. We'll chat about it after the show. And yes, the Afterburn is back. We are
All
having
right.
an Afterburn tonight. So
Afterburn.
I will drop my Twitch in the chat, and you gentlemen have an awesome rest of the show. And I will be doing the mod thing.
All right. Go mod it up.
Y'all got it.
Mod it up. All right. Graf von Tirol for $5. New York could have played that game in Red Bull Arena. Not sure why they didn't. Yeah, I'm not sure. The MetLife looked cavernous.
Yeah, it did. I think the one thing I heard is they have like 2 teams playing there already, and that might be the only reason. But MetLife, they had the same attendance as everyone else. Like DC wasn't sold out, but it looked pretty full. Houston Stadium, was mostly full, but they cut off the top level for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Globe Life Park wasn't too bad, but MetLife just looked cavernous.
So
there's probably 35,000 seats below.
So Globe Life that's not the one that's being that was torn down. It's the new one, right? It's not.
No, it's the old one.
Oh, they're playing in the old one,
Yeah.
the one that's being stripped and gutted for parts. They're playing in the old.
Yeah,
one?
you can see the old right field porch that was underneath one of the end zones.
What a terrible existence. Jerry's like, fuck them. I bet you the Star in Frisco is nicer than the fucking old Globe Life Park.
Probably, but at this rate, you're paying for rent. And probably the old Star at Frisco probably would have cost them too much.
Let's make it let's use that thing before they bulldoze it. All right, El Cris, PSA, PH Premium, Pornhub Premium for free on the 14th. You don't even have to use the credit card, guys. I don't know. Most of us check it every day. We'll know whether it's free or not. Guys, MLB predictions when I want in. Your thoughts on the proposed playoff format? They should do a lottery draw. Okay. I don't think so. All right, El Chris, we'll add your predictions to the show. After we get back from spring training, we'll know so much more about baseball than we ever will. Dude, I requested to interview Pete Alonso. Cross your fingers that they approve.
Dude, I hope you get it, dude.
I know. Because I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him if he likes being called Big Meat Pete. And then I'm going to ask to play catch with him like I'm Billy Crystal and Mickey Mantle. Every one of my childhood fantasies is going to happen down there, all right? Be like, all right, come on.
Hey, I hope it does, man.
Like, Pete.
Now live vicariously through you.
Right. Can you throw me batting practice? Pete. Can we hang out after? Come on, man. All right.
Go buy beers with us.
Yeah. You want to come drinking with us? Now, apparently SRS Mike knows where to go to run into players, so I'm relying on him. All right,
Josh
you read
Bush,
it.
a.k.a. NASCAR driver for 20. Took my buddy to his first hockey game on the 31st. Pens versus Flyers. Pens won, which was awesome, and I agree. He had a great time. I also agree. There may be a new hockey fan coming about. Also, LA Wildcats' legacy of failure. They just fired the defensive coordinator after one game.
Oh, yeah. It was, what was his name?
Pepper Johnson,
Pepper
the old
Johnson, old Giants Hall of Famer right there. Huh. Wonder what happened. After one game, he must have been like, yo, these players are just sorry. They just sorry. And then they were like, oh, yeah, you can clean up your shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, they were bad, right? Didn't they get their shit?
They got
pushed in?
stomped, I think.
Yeah. Look at me just swinging in my chair. Nothing to do. I have no presence of mind that I'm on a camera right now. Like, I have no... Like, I'm always just ADHD me. I never change. That's why I'd be horrible for TV. I'll never get a TV job.
Oh, dude, do you think I'm going to get a TV job? I'm horrible on camera.
Yeah. I'd be like, now let's cut the urinating tree with his analysis.
Well, this team is fucking dog shit.
Oh wait, can I say
fucking
fuck?
suck?
Right.
I just be saying the F-bomb every day.
Right. And then you'd be like,
let's go.
Why did we give him a mic? Let's hire Sergio.
Like, they're just gonna keep their hand, like the producer back there's just gonna keep their hand all over the kill button.
Imagine if we did a broadcast, like somehow everyone like called in sick and they're like, all right, Tree and Five, this is your show. And we'd be like, oh God. I'd be like, is this, first of all, the whole game would start late and there would be some technical issue. And
There'd be a technical issue and then we'd be reading Snapchats for about 30 minutes while the game went on.
We'd be like, and Beast of Metal says, opinion, this first half of XFL sucks. Fuck the Norfolk Admirals. Can we say that on the air? All right.
Probably. Whatever, we're getting started anyway.
Wait. Okay. Cran just, by the way, going to your first hockey game is amazing. Like, you have no idea how fast they're, like, because on TV, the camera follows the action, so they don't look as fast on TV as they do in real life. They are fucking moving, dude. Cran just basketball for $5. Have you guys chosen an XFL team? If not, there's always room on the Battlehawks bandwagon. I'm not gonna root against the Guardians, but secretly I kind of like the DC Defenders, man.
It's that Cardell Jones hype.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would say that I'm a Guardians fan, but I don't know. I'm not hating on the Defenders. Plus, number one, they're not owned by Dan Snyder. Number two, they play in Audi Field and not Landover. And three, they kind of had a sexy win to start the season. So I don't know. What about you? Who are you feeling? You have no allegiance to anyone because there's no Pittsburgh team.
I do not. There's no Pittsburgh team. There's no Cleveland team. There's no Columbus team. As I said, the AAF team I followed was the San Diego Fleet because fuck Spanos. This one, I don't know. I know, what was his name? PJ Walker, I think it was. He had an outstanding game.
Yeah.
He threw this spiral.
PJ Walker. Okay. Who's he on?
Philip Walker. I forget.
All right, we'll just look it up. God damn. PJ.
I know, right? Houston Roughnecks.
Houston Roughnecks. Philip Walker. Where did he go to college?
Temple.
Temple.
He went to Temple.
All right, that's your guy. All right, so you're a Houston Roughnecks fan.
Probably. And then, and with that luck, he will probably throw about 20 picks now. Let's go for the Simpsons since 90 for 5. Watching the XFL was like watching another football league in a good way. It's actually taking the game seriously and not being an over-the-top show like 2001. Oh, easily. Like 2001 was gimmicky.
Yeah, it's a catch-22, right? Like, without the gimmicks, you need good football. It's a spring football league. How good are the players, right? I mean, they're better than average men, but they're not NFL players. So you need to have at least close games.
It's like, it's like the NAHL game for hockey.
Yeah, that Sean Pinkerton, you say Aaron Murray has never recovered from the Auburn against Georgia. Aaron Murray, after the miracle play happened from what's his name? The catch. Aaron Murray led the Georgia Bulldogs down to like the Auburn 2, and they lost on in the last second.
Aaron Murray, he looked bad as an Atlanta legend. Yeah, so it's like
Ricardo Lewis. Nick Marshall was the quarterback. Sorry. God damn it. Why is my memory so bad? It's because
Oh,
too
that
much of
and
that.
also a little nose action.
Little- No, I'm not a big nose guy. No,
Hmm.
I don't do the booger shug. All right, Cable. Jason Zucker to the Pens. Thoughts, Yinzer? They got rid of Galchenyuk, right?
Yep, Galchenyuk, he was a total dead weight. He was not good. I was very disappointed with him.
That dude's
I'm
been
kind of mixed on it because at the same time, I mean, they had to replace Gensel. He's on contract for, I think, 3 more years. Analytics love him. But, I mean, I don't know how long he can keep giving up, like, first-round picks and prospects for. I wasn't even that crazy about Addison, but he's still like boom or bust. So
How do y'all keep doing it every year though? Like should be a year where you guys should be in the basement of the Metro, and
it's because Jim Rutherford made a deal with the devil.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, keep her going on these.
Sean Pinkerton for $5.69. Nice. What city that should have gotten a team got snugged by the XFL? I think San Diego should have one over Tampa even before Murray shat his pants. I'd say San Antonio. But I think they wanted to offset because of the AAF. They didn't know it was going to fold.
Yeah. It's just funny that there's Houston and Dallas, but no San Antonio. Salt Lake did not deserve one. The AAF proved that some markets just aren't professional sports ready. Yeah, Salt Lake City. Come on, nobody gives a shit. They can't.
Well, the problem with Salt Lake City was that they didn't even bother to hide that they were playing in Utah Stadium.
Yeah, that's true. Birmingham Legion Field is terrible. That's another bad place to play football.
Memphis was not that good.
Memphis, not good. I don't know where else you could go. Maybe if you put a team in in the middle.
Probably Cleveland.
Yeah,
Columbus,
Cleveland.
Cincy, like Ohio, just try and be like, your teams fucking suck.
Dayton.
We're going to poach your fans.
Right. Let's put a team in Dayton for no reason.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Toledo.
Toledo.
Put one in Detroit.
Yeah, why not? No one would be able to tell anyways if they were bad. It's like, oh, if you win 2 games, you're more successful than the fucking Lions. All right. Where we go?
The Simpsons since 90 for 5. Go Renegades. Jordan Teamu is a stud. He did do pretty good. Hottie toddy. Can't wait to see that their 2019 Champagne race again.
Champagne race. Jordan Teamu, in Spanish, that means my love. It's Te Amo.
There was the Steelers had a Te Amo, and then he got drunk and went through a violent crashing rampage through the South Side and promptly got cut.
Was he Samoan?
Yep, Alameda Te Amo.
Oh, yeah. Those Samoans, man, they just breed NFL players, man. Breed them. All right.
Rugby players and wrestlers.
Yep.
Tiger89 for 5. Watching the Blue Jackets and their injuries. Did they anger the hockey god somehow, or have the Ohio Penitentiary ghosts decide to curse them?
It's Torts, man. It's his style of play. He's like, look, Zach Werenski, place your face directly in the shot lane. And that's what happened. Zach Werenski needs to sue John Tortorella when his career's over. Just like, who's the pitcher that sued the Astros over his career being over because they lit him up? I forget what his name is. Bolzinger. Yes, thank you, Gadzooks. Bolzinger. That sounds like something perverted. Hey, look, check out my Bolzinger. Yeah, I grabbed my Bolzinger.
Oh, yeah.
With both hands. 2 hands, God damn it. All right.
He's trying to sue the Astros even though he had like an ERA 7 in baseball and multiple tries. It's like, yeah, it wasn't the Astros.
I should sue the Major League Baseball for not letting me be a Major League Baseball player. Like, they ruined my life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I should sue the NFL for not, claiming my videos. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't have the express written consent, but what about my fee-fees?
That's right.
James Amadei for 5. Tree, can you believe Bob Knight returned to Indiana? I can't believe he returned. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, too. I'm guessing he's trying to bury the hatchet since he's, like, around 80 or so, right?
Yeah, maybe he's, crossing some things off his list before he dies.
Yeah. So it seems
Sometimes
to
you got
me.
to do that. I've got a list of people to tell fuck you before I die, not forgive. Mm-hmm.
I'm in the same boat.
Uh-huh.
Chibi Dirt Golems for 2. Tree, thought on the Pens Wild trade? Mixed. I don't hate it, but it's not like I'm
Hated
praising
it.
the gods.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand how you guys just stitch together a team and you just rely on Crosby and Malkin to carry y'all and then somehow make it into the playoffs every
Honestly,
year.
be careful about that because the one time when you don't expect it, this team's going to fall off a cliff.
Yeah, well, we've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it for a while. Like,
Well, it's because you're a salty Rangers fan.
Yeah, I know. I like saying fuck Crosby. Fucking, it just suck at Crosby is my favorite one.
Yeah, everyone who tried saying that, it fuels him. Philly's been saying Crosby sucks for 15 years, yet he dominates their fucking asses.
Listen to this Yinzer speak. Do you have a Crosby shrine in your house?
No, not yet. Okay. Give it about a couple more years and I'll make one.
All right. When he retires.
Joey Overstreet for 10. Hi, guys. Just letting you know the XFL should challenge the NCAA for football by offering paid contracts where they can also get endorsed. What do you guys think? Let me know. Did you guys see the AB diss?
I saw that Logan Paul had dissed him, and then I saw him do the Tetris animation when AB had that thing on his head, and everyone that says that they listened to it said it was pretty good, but
yeah, I'm not like a Logan Paul fan, but whatever. It's AB.
I thought Logan Paul was fine until he like went to the suicide forest and like
that was his brother. Oh wait, Logan.
No.
That was
Jake
Logan.
Paul is the fucking asshole that he docks Post Malone. He's always hyped up on like cocaine and bang.
They're all garbage, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Logan Paul, I would say, has some degree of talent, but I think Jake Paul is just a waste of. Yeah, I know. It was Logan that went to the suicide forest. That's why he was up here and then now he's down here and now he got canceled and now he's been renewed.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it always goes. He was able to survive for a couple months and he was acting like a fucking asshole in Japan anyway.
Yeah. So. Logan also boxed KSI twice and
well, they did that for the money.
Yeah, of course. I would fight you for fucking $10 million. I don't care.
Oh yeah, same here. Like
we'd beat each other up.
$10 million.
Right. We'd beat each other up and then we would laugh and then go,
and then probably fight in the goddamn parking lot again.
Right. Or wait for the 14th when Pornhub is free all day and just be like, we don't even have to spend money today.
TIE Fighter 94 for 5. NASCAR. We have the worst playoff format of all sports. MLB, hold my beer.
I'm going to have to agree with that. But, everyone in the chat is saying it's just a proposal. It's just a proposal.
It's a proposal.
Rob
the
Manfred,
NBA's proposal was pretty bad, too.
What, a mid-season tournament? That's the fucking stupid.
It's like the tournament and then, like, they reseed everybody in the Final Four, and then they want to do, like, the buy-in for, like, the 9th and the 10th and the 8th and the 7th or, like, something stupid like that. Be like, or was it the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, and then they fight the 7 and the 8 seeds?
Something like that. That's
weird. I forget.
I just had a weird idea.
They're doing that for money.
I just had a weird idea. If we get $1,000 Snapchat, should we box each other in Florida?
I don't know, man.
And then we'll have someone film it. We'll go for $1,000 Snapchat. When we're down in Florida, we'll go to Dick's or something, pick up some boxing gloves, and then we'll fight each other. We'll get really fucking drunk. Got to wear headgear, though. You're thinking about it?
Maybe.
All right. We got to do it. Oh, I'm bringing my computer, by the way. We got to do a dumpster fire from spring training.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably bring mine, too.
Yeah, because I got fucking work to do. This shit never ends. Oh, you think I'm going to get pummeled? All right. I'll fight anyone in this stream in MMA. Anyone that's on this stream right now. Except for maybe TIE Fighter 94.
I don't know. It'll probably be close. I have no fighting for him, so don't worry about it.
I don't know. I was trying to fight RBT in MMA last year, but he didn't want to do it. I don't know. I can hold my own there. I'm not really scared about that. Okay. Captain Epic. Minor League Baseball needs to be burned to the ground. Ask yourself, why are corrupt politicians trying to save it? I think it's a money laundering. I think it's important to some towns, but yeah, if they're losing money, it seems very odd that they want to save these minor league parks or
It's not really the
teams.
parks. It's just the MLB
Teams.
trying to save a few bucks. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, but to cut 40 of them, man, that's like I
That's a
don't
little
know.
overkill.
I guess you could combine like A with double A or something, you know.
And
how
actually,
much
probably would more be like A and advanced A. It's the only thing I can think of.
do you,
Or maybe short season A with A ball.
I wonder what's killing minor league baseball. Is it because these Dominican and foreign players are playing such high levels that they're coming out like so baseball ready that that's where the development is being done versus in Visalia, California, you know? Like I don't know. I don't know. Ryan Owen, which fan base will be the most hostile towards the Astros? And who will star in the next When All Optimism Dies video?
I
Most
don't know who will
hostile
be.
towards the Astros got to be the Yankees, right? Like they're going to be talking shit. They're going to be like, hey, fuck you, Altuve, you fucking midget. And we're demonetized. Anyways, but they're going to say so
Dodgers.
many. Dodgers?
Dodgers.
You think the Dodgers? I think the Yankees.
Dodgers too.
Yeah, but the Dodgers fans are gonna be like, you know, I mean, they don't care as much as Yankee fans talking shit. Like the in person, the Yankee fans are gonna talk the most shit.
Oh, Yankees fans are dealing with a wave of arrogance right now. The Red
Mhm.
Sox just traded their best player. Their manager got fired. The Astros are pretty much fucked. They signed the Astros' best pitcher. The Dodgers are salty as fuck.
Yeah, I like how the Red Sox hired that Renicky guy as an interim manager. It's like, hey, you're the guy here until this thing blows over and we get in the guy that we want, or we bring back Alex.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Mackay Wilson, no relation to Mackay Pfeiffer. Guardians' best team in New York, easily. This sounds like the kind of false hope I would fall for. Count me in. Also, the AAF Twitter came back to life, sorta. I guess they were probably trying to flex on, you know, being like, this will not end well. I don't know. Guardians' defense looked good, though. In a league designed to have a lot of scoring, the Guardians' defense shut it down. Mm-hmm. The Simpsons 690. I've driven the wrong way in NASCAR 01. Fun time. Yeah, I'm sure all the clips I saw of "We're Gonna Lose" was he was just fucking people up, and and you know how everyone's in a party talking, and they're just like, "You fucking dick, man, fucking dickhead, fucking asshole," and he would he would play with the gamer tag "We're Gonna Lose." That was even funnier. And then later they found out they got trolled. All right, I'm throwing it back to you.
That I will do. Let's go Simpsons. Oh, sorry. C. Reynolds for 5. DC Defender's going to take Daniel Snyder back to football hell where he belongs. Also, LMFAO if the Steelers make an offer to Tom Brady. Jesus Christ. Steelers are not offering to Tom Brady. I don't know if they even have the cap to do it.
They have their own washed up quarterback coming off his worst possible year to play.
For major injury, too.
And he's already under contract. So they don't need to offer Tom Brady shit. Now, Denver could offer Tom Brady. The Chargers could offer him. I could see
I've heard the Bears. I don't know why they would, but
the Bears could.
The Raiders. I can see the Raiders.
Tampa could offer him because they're gonna New Orleans if they decide. Well, no. New Orleans has between
New Orleans if
Taysom.
Breeze retires.
Yeah, if Breeze retires, they have to choose between Taysom and Teddy Bridge. But Taysom Hill's gonna get a job somewhere as a starter.
He's an RFA. He'll be getting paid.
Yep. All right, keep her going.
Yep. Let's go. Jake Earns. I probably fucked that up. For 5. If Tampa Bay re-signs Jameis, they need to replace the cannon in their stadium with a giant dinner bell that rings every time a new turnover is cooked. I agree.
I like that. I like it. Ding!
Mark Project for 10. Seattle shows up for sports because the only other thing to do here is get high and watch the rain. Thank God weed is legal here.
I'm going to tell you, man, when I went out to Seattle and I went to the dispensary out there, man, y'all's edibles are potent. Y'all's is potent out there, man. I didn't even get out of the Uber. So when I was out there, the Uber guy picked me up and I was like, hey, I'm going here. And he was like, don't go there. I was like, why don't you just end the ride and take me to your place? And he was like, all right. And he took me there. And then when I got in the car, I popped in the Ed, and that thing had me lit before we even got back to the hotel. It was literally a 5-minute drive. I was like, holy shit. The most potent edible ever. It's only 10 milligrams, too.
Damn, son. Beast of Metal 1989 for 5. The Clash, along with the duels on Thursday, is the closest analog NASCAR has to a preseason. A lot of stupidity should probably be expected.
Isn't this Speed Week now? Isn't this officially Speed Week in Daytona, or did that start on Sunday? I don't know.
Not sure. I want to say
I just know I'm gonna watch the 500 this year. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. That's right. Boys.
You are gonna watch it. You would watch it.
I'm gonna watch that NASCAR, buddy.
Gadzooks for 5. Fun fact about cookie cutter stadiums. One of the main architects behind all these stadiums that looked alike was a man named Nabisco. Nabisco, ding.
Nabisco. Yep. Ding. That sounds about right.
Did they give everyone Oreos?
Yeah, or
the
Nillas.
Only way that would have been better.
Nillas are my shit. I would choose Nilla wafers probably all day on that. All right, how about this? Nilla wafers or Fig Newtons? Which one are you going for?
Nilla wafers. I was never big on Fig Newtons.
Fig Newtons are good if you're like really in a Fig Newton mood. I guess they're like the Bridget B of snacks. Like you have to be in the right mood.
Well, also you have to remember if you want to take a nice shit, you're eating Fig Newton.
Yeah. All right. Keep going. Press F if you got that joke.
2.0 for 10. So, what do you guys think the dude from the Roughnecks ate before he puked? Also only saw the Guardians versus Vipers, but it won me over enough to watch more games. Might stick with New York as my team.
Sometimes you can just drink too much water and puke if you overexert yourself. So
it's either that or he ate something before.
Yeah. He might have eaten that pussy 445, and that's what made him puke.
Yeah. I mean, technically, it's whatever comes up through your stomach. Maybe he ate too much before the game.
Yeah. Maybe he has some noodles. That's the thing. You don't ever want to get drunk and puke and then puke up just ramen, because that not only shows you everyone that you're drunk, but it also shows that you're really cheap and broke. It's like, oh, you could barely afford a night out drinking. You got so drunk you puked, and you puked up ramen.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Zach Harden for 5. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. That's going at
Justin Pepsi-Man for $2. Well, fuck you too, Baldy.
Hey, Justin Pepsi-Man. I know he's upset that I made fun of him, but
well, you insulted him, man.
I know.
You compared him to one of our biggest donuts.
Yeah.
Packard.
I know. I'm an asshole.
You're a meanie McPoopy pants.
I am a
David
meanie
Benjamin
McPoopy
for
pants.
5. The XFL could be successful. I like the rules they have. I caught highlights of the games because getting your wisdom tooth removed is no fun.
Oh, you actually had your wisdom teeth? Oh, I thought you were watching the first XFL, which is also like getting your wisdom teeth removed. C. Reynolds, based on 5's anecdote, urinating trees anus sounds like it might be an unregistered nuclear weapon. Dude, I had to sit in a car with you all the way to fucking Toronto from Hamilton, man. I know you unleashed a few, right? Didn't we have to roll down the window a couple times?
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if it was me or somebody else.
We were packed in there like sardines the whole ride.
Pretty much. And traffic, too.
You rubbed my leg a couple times, and I didn't stop you.
Yeah. That's what happens with 5 people.
Yeah. I'm just saying. That don't make me gay. I enjoyed it.
Well, it ain't gay unless the balls touch.
Right.
You know that.
Right. They did, but football was on. We're cool. All right. Your turn.
James Amadei for 5. The CCL is embarrassing for USA. Embarrassing New York City Football Club playing at Red Bulls Arena and Atlanta playing in Kennesaw with no English broadcast on TV.
Atlanta played in Kennesaw? Wow. I didn't know that's where they play.
I thought they played in Mercedes.
Yeah, I thought that's where they played too. They should be
Maybe
playing
it was
in
on a
Kennesaw.
road game.
That's like a brand new stadium out there. Division 2, Division 1A, something, I don't know. FCS football, Kennesaw State. I got roasted for calling it Kennesaw in my video. Something like that. I was thinking of Kennesaw Mountain Landis.
And there's Lorick Project for 5. CenturyLink had to sell more tickets for this weekend's game because they sold out so fast.
Damn! Wow.
That is impressive.
Maybe they had to open up
they
that
probably had
little,
to open up the second row.
or the triangle section above the end zone. You know where the triangle.
Probably.
Is. Mm-hmm.
They usually would do like the first bowl.
Yeah, man. See,
Ace Ken Shader for 5. Is the MLB allergic to copying the playoff format of the NHL and NBA? Just make it an 18 playoff format. Why the insistence with odd numbers?
I guess they want to put that drama on the one game, right? They want to bring that NCAA factor to it, but really, it's just
they want to bring like Game 7 factor, and it's just like it makes it just more desperate than anything.
I guess you don't raise a banner if you like lost the wild card game. I guess they were getting sick of that because teams were raising banners for winning wild cards.
Yeah, but like still, like. Losing a wild card game, it doesn't even feel like I made the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. It's like a hand job from your sister. Your
not
sister,
even that.
Not
doesn't even finish.
Your own sister, not your sister. Treat.
Good.
Did your sister ever have any hot friends that you accidentally hooked up with?
Nah.
No. Happened to me a couple times.
Well, the one who really came over was like my younger sister, and like I wasn't into that shit. So
yeah. I get it. My sister's exactly 1 year older than me, so she'd always have like attractive friends. One time I kissed one of her friends. We were having a party. I made out with her friends, and then she puked. She must have had too much Gatorade. All right.
Maybe a little mix in that Gatorade.
Yeah.
Let's go. C. Reynolds for 2. Fuck you, Spanos, for wasting Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, really surprised. Remember, Eli Manning didn't want to play in San Diego, and he was right.
Yep, and he won 2 rings.
He traded, Phillip Rivers would have won 2 rings in New York. That is
Ace Ken Shader for 2. Try going to a CHL game. It's like the Canada's NCAA.
Actually, I got to back up before we respond to this. The Giants were going to take Roethlisberger, not Rivers.
Yeah, that Rivers was part of the trade.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Rivers would have ended up in Pittsburgh. Eli would have been a Charger, and Ben Roethlisberger would have been in New York, and he would have raped a girl. What?
He would have been in some big shit in New York.
So I tried to watch a CHL game one time while I was in Canada. I could not. It's not American football. It's vastly different. It's hard to understand what's going on.
It's not CFL. He's talking CHL, Canadian hockey.
Oh,
the
CHL.
OHL, the QMJHL, the WHL.
Oh, dude.
That's what he's talking about.
CHL is Canada's NCAA. Okay, my bad. I'm not dyslexic. I'm just stupid. There you go.
It happens.
Omega Black. I'm gonna steal Beast of Metal shtick. Fuck the Norfolk Admiral. That's right. Fuck him. Fuck the Norfolk Admirals.
Fuck Norfolk.
Yep. She does not drink Norfolk. Nick Shannon as an Ohioan. I have 2 teams, St. Louis and DC. DC because Cardale Jones, and St. Louis because us Browns fans know what it's like to have our team ripped away. I'm glad that the Edward Jones Dome is being used for something other than
like concerts or like a convention or some shit.
Other than air storage for climate controlled air was what it was being used for as well. All right, back to you.
Pretty much.
Steve.
2.0 for 10. Norfolk Admiral was like one of the only live hockey games I've ever saw. Barely remembered how it went besides the Thrashers up in the nosebleed. So yeah, fuck the Admiral.
Wow, Beast of Metal and his campaign to fuck the Admirals he's won people over. He's like a politician. He's just
he's like a whore for the Navy. All he wants to do is fuck the Admirals.
Yeah, he's just that's what happens when you join the Navy.
C. Reynolds for 2. In before XFL introduces the Hampton Roads Hurricane.
Hampton Roads Hurricane. You know what? There could be a team in Virginia Beach, but there's no like good stadium that they'd have to play in.
They'd have to play on the beach or just like in one of those tourist trap stores.
No, Hampton University has a really bad stadium there with like bleachers and shit. Like, yeah. There's also a high school football complex down in Virginia Beach where like 4 or 5 schools play. So yeah. All right.
Yeah. Craig Skiff for 10. Hey boys, video game question.
Hey,
Have
boys.
either of you played a Legend of Zelda game? If so, which one is your favorite? My personal favorite is Twilight Princess.
I played the first one.
The only one I've ever played is Ocarina of Time.
What's that? The first one?
No, that's the N64 one.
Oh, I played it on the NES, man. It was called The Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
And then he had this little sword and he would stab motherfuckers. He'd go, psh, psh, psh. This little 8-bit shit. That shit was dope, man. You had to figure out where everything was. And then there was like these little holes in the floors and they would take you down like other levels. And then I don't know if the game really like ended. I don't know. Motherfucking Link.
I think
man.
it did, but it's like you had to go like in a direct
I
location.
played
or some
Super
stupid
Mario
shit.
more than Legend of Zelda, though. I'm not a big RPG type guy, you know. I'm not a big Minecraft.
Zelda wasn't really much of an RPG. It was more like an action, an adventure.
Yeah, but
game.
you had like an inventory and shit, and you had to like, yeah, you know, you had to like use your resources and shit like that. Man. There was this game called Romancing the Three Kingdoms on Nintendo.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yes.
Yep.
And they had all these names, like really stereotypical Chinese names, like Low Fat, Hubei. Like, because they
That's
only
actually,
had, like,
I think, based on Chinese history.
no, but they had like only 6 characters, so they were limited to like Li Wang, Wing Chang, you know, and we're demonetized. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Asian. I can make these jokes. All right, keep her going.
Chargers belong in San Diego, I agree, for $10. I'm a Chargers fan, and I'm sad that they are never successful. But screw Spanos, I want him out as owner. But anyway, where do you think Phillip Rivers goes in free agency? I feel like he should just retire, but that's just me.
I think he should, but I think he'll go to Dallas because Dak Prescott. He'll end up
I'd
somewhere.
say either Tampa or like
A bunch of teams are going to swap quarterbacks and get the same results. That's
pretty
what's
much
going to happen. That's what Phillip Rivers should probably go to Tampa, and then Jameis will end up in LA. Tom Brady will go back to the Patriots, and Drew Brees will retire. Drew Brees will retire.
Drew Brees.
I'm seeing at least 2 of. I'm gotta think about between Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, and Tom Brady. 2 out of 3 of them should retire, right?
Yeah.
Should retire. I think only 1 out of 3 will call it quits, though.
And it'll probably be the one you least expect, i.e. Brees.
Brady's playing for sure. He's so fucking arrogant. He's just like, I got a lot of football. Plus, he doesn't want to be at home with Giselle too much because no matter how pretty she is, someone's fucking sick of her. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you can always stick around with your wife and the kid you kiss in the mouth too much.
Yep. And he's got to, if he's at home, you know, Bridget Moynihan's going to call him up, be like, where the fuck's the child support for our kid that you make out with all the time? All right.
Before you love Shine for 5, the Mookie Betts trade is yet another proof that the Dodgers are Boston's little bitch. Boston insufferability is the price I pay for being an AL fan. I mean, Boston's pissed at that trade.
Boston
Although
is
they don't,
pissed.
I'm just sitting there like, do you not realize how good Alex Verdugo could be?
Dude, Boston has financial flexibility now, dude.
Oh yeah, they're trying to get under the luxury tax.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got under it. I hope it's worth it for you.
Yeah. Then they lost probably one of their best players ever. One of the best athletes in baseball, really. They had
one of the best in this millennium, easily.
But LA got rid of Jock Peterson, I guess, to make room for him.
No, apparently, like he's still there.
Oh,
Angels cut off their part of the deal. They got rid of Kenta Maeda, but I think they still need to make a few more cuts.
Kenta Maeda. All right, keep her going.
Oh, sorry. Pens are still playing. They hit the goalpost. I thought they were going to score.
Ding.
NWO Matt for 125 for 2. Go Rangers, Yankees, Cowboys, Bulls, Notre Dame.
All right.
Could have been a mix.
Do you like Manchester U as well, and Brazilian soccer? Come on, Yankees and Cowboys and Notre Dame. All right,
No,
he's
he
a
needs the
Rangers
Lakers
fan.
in there.
He's a Rangers fan.
That's
I'll
right.
give him that. You know what? We stand the Rangers around here, so we're cool. We're
I
cool.
don't know about that.
Mhm.
Uncultured Barbarian for 2. How much for you and Tree to box and
I
rompers?
said $1,000. Ooh, if we box and rompers, I'll do that for 1,000.
I'm gonna have
I'm gonna
lesser
knock
range
your
of
fucking
motion,
ass
so
out.
I mean,
That's
it might
what-
aid you.
I just don't
Alex
want.
Moran.
I don't want to
sorry.
knock you out and just stand over you and maybe urinate on you and just be like,
That sounds like something out of some really fucked up fanfic.
no. There was a video back in the 80s of this guy that knocks out this dude and then pisses on him. It was like one of those shock things. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, keep going.
And Alex Moreno, our old friend, has just joined us. Hey guys, sorry for yet another delay. My work schedule has been crap. Sing me some Nickelback. Check your DMs on Discord.
All right, he sent that to me.
Mm-hmm.
The chorus is pretty good. We're not gonna sing the whole song, but it was funny. It was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Did you get it? This is the one he sang me, which is mine. Look at that pick from Dak, right into the hands of a defensive back. How'd the Eagles win that game? The NFC East is a league of shame.
I'm trying to find it. I just
Dan Snyder needs to sell the team. I wish he did, but it's just a dream. Rivera's gonna leave next year. Just pray to God he doesn't end up staying here. There we go.
I got divisional runner-up. The expectations never lived it up. It's too sad to even place your bet. Just a shitty year for us to forget. Oh, every interception thrown to the wrong team, supplying us with brighter than 5 sheen.
Oh, this is the
It's
chorus.
fucked up this season. What's the reason?
Dak sucks.
We suck.
Dak sucks. We suck. Okay.
See Reynolds for 2. Now Bisco ping. Couple
Oh,
more Alex
no,
Morenos
okay.
here. Only good cookie cutter stadium for both was Qualcomm.
Yeah.
And I hate the gap between NFL and MLB seasons so bad. Just get into hockey like the rest of us.
Get into hockey next month. Okay, we got Daytona next week, and then we got March Madness after that, and then baseball is
Got
in
the
April.
NHL trade deadline, man.
Yep, NHL trade deadline. Are you gonna stream for that?
Probably.
Mhm.
I
Make
mean,
a
I might
couple
melt down
grand.
again. Well, who knows?
Make a couple grand again because everyone.
Nah,
knows you
I
on
don't know
your
about
channel.
that. Last one was like, it's in the middle of the afternoon on a weekday.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
We ain't doing shit. All right, Chris.
Oh, of course, you ain't doing shit. You're gonna be
Damasceno.
sitting around jacking off about Chris
Uh,
Damasceno
Rick-
for
Yeah.
good stuff as usual, boys. Hey, Tree, thoughts on the Kadri injury for the Avs move? I mean, it's not as big as like McDavid's injury or Seth Jones's injury. I mean, it'll hurt their depth. I think they'll be okay until he comes back. I feel
Hey,
like
he was a big missing piece in Toronto last year when he got suspended. You know,
Again.
but that's Nazem Kadri. Mm-hmm.
that is very
That's it.
Nazem Kadri.
That's what he does. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We could talk about it till we're ad Nazem Kadri.
Mhm. That's pretty much how it goes. Beast of Metal 1989. Daytona Speed Weeks now officially start with the ARCA Menards race on Saturday. With ARCA not only under full NASCAR ownership, but merged with the K&N division to form a 3-series division with a further crossover championship. I didn't realize they bought ARCA.
Yeah, I did not know that. ARCA Menards. Have you ever been to a Menards? They're like the Walmart of the Midwest.
No, they're not from around here.
Mhm. No, you don't have them.
I know, like the kid, like Paul Menard, like is a driver in NASCAR.
What are the grocery stores in Pittsburgh? What are they called?
Giant Eagle.
Oh.
There's one called Shop and Save. There's
Oh, okay.
Coons. And I'm trying to think of any others, like Walmart, Target, shit like that.
Okay.
Giant Eagle is like
That's the big
pricey as
one.
hell because they want to expand to Kingdom Come and They're trying to fuel their expansion by raising prices on food a little bit.
Gotcha.
It's got good produce. It's just
Northern Virginia, where I grew up, Giant was the big one. Was the big
Yeah.
food. And Safeway.
Safeway. Yeah,
Mhm.
I saw one of them in Maryland.
Yeah, here in Richmond
I mean-
we have Publix now, Food Lion. We used to have U-Crops, but they sold to Martin's, and then Martin's sold them to Publix. So they've
Yeah.
changed like 6 times.
Mm-hmm. I know the big one I keep hearing about's Wegmans. Like that's more
we
like
got Wegmans.
Western New York.
So
There's not one around here.
Wegmans are from Texas, I believe. That's where they started, I think.
Hmm.
We have Lidl too. The Germans came in, and we also have Aldi. Do you have Aldi?
Yeah, Aldi. Yep, we got Aldi.
Yeah,
My mom
Aldi,
loves Aldi.
Aldi is like one step above 7-Eleven, like one tiny step above 7-Eleven.
It's 7-Eleven, but with
Absurdly cheap
like
milk.
two labor and like their own brands. It's pretty much it.
Yeah, they have all captive suppliers, so that's why their shit is cheap as fuck.
Oh yeah, like they have their own suppliers and they have no labor. That's why they're able to make it that cheap.
My life as a dumpster fire, big supporter of this channel. If Denver gets Brady, Perna is going to lose his shit. I think Perna would just laugh in sort of like ironic laughter.
He would ironically laugh and then cry.
Mm-hmm. He would laugh like Aroldis Chapman giving up a tipped home run to that midget. What's his name?
That midget guy.
Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Alex Moreno. Guys, I have a deep bender question for you parents out there. Have you ever tried turning off the TV, sitting down with your kids and hitting them? I don't hit my kids anymore. Okay. I stopped that a while ago.
Well,
like
nowadays,
10
like
minutes
it's
ago.
not like politically correct to hit your kids.
Yeah. I stopped that. Yeah. Alex Moreno again. LA Wildcats shit right out of the gate. Shaking my head, and they fired their defensive coordinator.
And I think they cut their captain.
Yeah.
I was reading.
Yeah, we said that. Soupy Spirit, super. Do you think the XFL has a chance of actually beating the 500 for ratings of how much of a bad show NASCAR is? They're not going to beat the Daytona 500.
Daytona 500's tradition. Maybe the week after, it's a possibility. I don't know about the 500 itself.
No, that's the NASCAR Super Bowl.
That's like their Masters.
Yeah, the Masters. Hello,
like if
friend.
the XFL beats Daytona in ratings, they should be panicking.
Yeah. Hello, friends. Alex Moreno again. I can be the XFL guinea pig for the fire. LOL. Who's the fire?
The dumpster fire. I think that's what I meant.
Okay. Who the fuck is that? Who's the dumpster fire? Fucking losers.
Maybe he's talking about the rain fire of the old NFL Europe.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's talking about the ring of fire that you experienced in Canada while we all had to hear it while we were trying to do tarot cards. Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't bitch at me for unleashing the ring of fire on you fuckers.
Alex Moreno. NASCAR needs to drop Toyota now. It's shameful. No, they need to add Mazda. They need to add Acura. Well, no, isn't Honda in NASCAR too?
Honda's Acura.
Oh, but Honda's in NASCAR.
Add Nissan.
Yeah, they need to add Nissan, like the Sentra, to race around there, or the Elantra. Hyundai needs to race. They would only make it like 400 out of the 500 laps. It would just break down.
Add that Chinese car that'll break down on lap 5.
Daewoo? No, that's
no,
Korean.
not Daewoo. That's Korean.
Korean, you're right. What's the Chinese car? Everyone.
Hoibo? I don't know.
Honda's not in NASCAR. You can't tell me that, because they'd win. They'd have those Honda Accords run around there. They'd be so fuel efficient. They'd be like, "Oh, we passed you, bitch, fucking bitch ass American." I can tell these jokes. Yes. All right. What's the Chinese car? Kia? No, that's Korean too.
No, Kia's Korean. I'm trying to.
Mm-hmm. What is the Chinese car? What do you say? The Chinese car. Honda's in IndyCar. That's right. And are they in Formula One?
FAW, Chang'an, Dongfeng.
Chinese car. See, China makes all the cars, not good at making their own cars.
Oh,
no,
God,
we still make
That's why
them.
everyone's driving like Mercedes and BMW.
I know, because they like, oh, we're not good at car. SAIC motor. Dongfeng? Yeah, these are all like...
Chang'an.
Yeah, they don't export these to America at all. They're not... I mean, how many people?
Well, because they wouldn't sell.
How many French cars have you owned in your life? Come on.
Oh, I mean,
A
the only one
Renault?
I've heard of is Peugeot.
Have you not owned a Renault? Peugeot is actually, the suspension on a Peugeot is, or no, it's a Citroën. That's the one that's amazing, not a Peugeot. Anyways, Alex Moreno again. Toyotas are so boring. I'd KM, yeah, if I owned one. I can't say that in 2020. I can make racist Asian jokes, but I can't say kill myself. Why would anyone buy one for any reason other than the bare minimum transportation? They're bland. I've never owned a Toyota, but Lexus.
It's more
nice.
reliability. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why people buy Toyotas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, you just go. It's like that girl that was a big hoe in college, and she was hot. Now she's married to like a kind of a bald loser because she wanted a Toyota. She was tired of dating all those Mercedes that broke down on her and beat her. And that's why my wife's married to me. Okay.
Jared Froman for 5. My older sister has quite a few hot friends, but most of them are taken. Ouch on me.
You got
That
no
happens to
game.
all of us.
Got no game. I'm kidding. It's all good. Mm-hmm.
Alex Moreno for 5. XFL just needs Riley Reed, Mia Balkova, and Aurora Snow in the end zone. Bring Limp Bizkit back for the pregame entertainment while you're at it.
Is that going to be the halftime show of the XFL big game at the end? Is just porn stars out there? Like, is that what's going to happen?
Porn stars with Smash Mouth, Limp Bizkit, and let's get 98 Degrees out there. For
Yep. Maybe a little Backstreet Boys. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's basically what we got this year for the halftime show was Shakira and J-Lo. They
were still performing in their prime, though.
Yeah.
Let's get Beast of Metal for 5. Toyota has a production factory in North America. Oh, and Dodge is now owned by an Italian company. So by Alex's logic, they're now a disgrace too.
Isn't Ferrari is Ferrari something? I don't know.
I don't know. I know Toyotas, they make their SUVs. Like Hondas do too. They make them in like Alabama, Mississippi.
Birmingham. Birmingham became like a mini Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Cheaper than having to go through the FAW.
They also had a lot of steel infrastructure there in Birmingham. You know, the river steel could come up the river right there. Mm-hmm. Dodge is owned by Fiat. Hey, I love in that movie Cars the stereotypical Fiats when they're like, "Hey, I put out the shoes on you. I put out the tires for you. It's a Michael Schumacher."
Alex, and now we're getting into an argument here. Beast of Metal or 03 Tahoe did $280,000. Unreliable, eh?
I'm fighting words. I'm fighting words. How did the ergonomics hold up, though? How did your touch screen on the navigation hold up? What about all the buttons and shit? I had a Chevy. No, I've never owned a Chevy. I'm lying.
Either way.
No, I've owned a Ford. Garbage. Ford was fucking garbage car. Most garbage car I've ever
most
owned.
American cars are pretty shit.
Yep. Buick, luxurious, straight trash. Straight trash. All right.
Well, that's why you go Japanese.
Yep.
That's why everyone goes for those waifus, even in the car.
That's why I drive a TSX now. I had a Mercedes too. That thing was garbage too. Alternator died after 2 years.
Mercedes and BMW, you're just paying out the nose for repairs. They break down like crazy.
Beast of Metal, 1989. As of today, the Admirals are the only team in the ECHL that has yet to cross the 30-point threshold in a division where the last playoff entrant is the only one below 50 points. Ooh, that means the Admirals suck. They suck. And I think this is a new one.
Admiral.
I like this guy's name, Trash Bag. That's usually how I tote my laundry or my my clothes when I'm traveling is in a trash bag. I would totally get into hockey, but there's no chance of Houston ever having a team. Maybe.
No, there's a chance now because the old owner didn't want one. The new owner's open.
The Arrows, right? Is that what they would call them? I hate to go for another city that I don't live in. Well, you can. Yeah, the Stars. No, I guess you wouldn't want Houston.
Yeah, not Dallas.
The market's certainly big enough for an NHL team in Houston. But thank you. I think Trash Bag, that's a first timer right there. Sad Frisbee. Coming from a sailor, you don't fuck with the Navy. The Navy fucks you. Over. Over. Man, you go down in ship duty, you're out to sea for a long time, man. Mm-hmm. Yep. Actually, I got a good buddy. He's in the Navy. He would just tell me some fucked up stories. Yep. This is my last one, and I'll throw it back over to you. Fisher Foster for $1.99. Hey, Tree, Raiders should cut Derek Carr. Go Chiefs. Oh, he's a Chiefs fan. He's not giving actual advice.
Well, I mean, the Raiders have been rumored to get rid of Derek Carr.
Yeah. So they win the Super Bowl. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl, and you're still flexing on the Raiders. Talk about rent-free. Damn.
Oh, dude, they've been doing that for a while. That's their motto. Fuck the Raiders.
Right. Yeah, but enjoy your off season. You're the champs. Like, you haven't had one of these in 50 years. Like, when your team wins the championship, like, the whole off season is like just gliding on air. You're just like, we're the champs.
A little bit of that with the Pens. Yeah.
Well, when the Steelers won the Super Bowl, right? Steelers last won the Super Bowl in what, 2010?
10 years.
Yeah.
2 years. 2009.
All right. When the Giants last won the Super Bowl, you're just like, yep, we're the champs. And then when the regular season goes around, we're like, fuck, we're no longer really the champs.
Yep. And then like after 2005, that Super Bowl, 2006, they underachieved the hell. We're 8-8.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Happens, man.
Beast of Metal 1989 for 10. Based on available land and proximity to core population, the best site for an NFL MLB level stadium in Hampton Roads would probably be in southern Chesapeake. And even that's a Sunrise situation.
Yep. What about there's that minor league park there in Norfolk, though, right?
No, for the Tides?
Yeah. Used to be the Mets affiliate right there, the Norfolk Tides.
Yeah, now the Orioles.
Yeah, yep, for the Orioles. Okay. Keep her going.
Official goes Richland for 5. I've worked at Menards for 8.5 years. They're going to be opening a new one in West Virginia, an hour away from Pittsburgh, in a couple of months.
You're going to have to drive an hour to buy groceries.
Oh, very nice. If they have sales on meat, I'll drive.
Yeah. I know you'll drive an hour for meat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, trust me. I think we all will.
Yeah.
Not just you, me, it's you too.
Yeah.
Chris for 2. Public, awesome. Go for the pub subs. FPV.
We got Publix is the closest to my house. Like literally 3 minutes from my house. I could walk there if I wanted to.
Yeah, Giant Eagle's the closest to me.
Yep.
Like multiple directions.
Actually, I live so close. There's a Publix across from a Food Lion. That's how they compete for each other. And just fucking.
Well, that means better sales for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've yet to be recognized by anyone in my own town. Like, no one's ever come up to me and been like, "Hey, you're that fucking shit poster," and I'm just like, "Yeah."
You're that bald guy.
Yeah, you're that bald guy.
He's
never
bald.
happened. Never.
Wow.
Happened. I'm actually glad it's never happened because it would make it really awkward, and I'd be like,
Listen,
"Oh,
I've had it happen. I think like 2 or 3 times, but nothing crazy. It's a good thing.
You're that guy that danced it and sang "Fat Guy in a Little Coat" in a Christmas romper.
Yeah. Let's not remember that. Before You Love Shine for 5. As New York Rangers outdone Toronto Maple Leafs hockey. Also can't wait for an LA Laker, LA Kings doubleheader. Attending weekend LAA games. Better parking won me over.
The Rangers are still like 500-ish. Like, they're not as bad as the Knicks. They're not the Knicks of hockey. No, they're not that bad. Have fun at that game, man. That sounds fun. LA Lakers, LA King, LA. Wow, sounds fun. I like where the Staples Center is. It's in a cool area of downtown LA. I think it's called LA Live. They have like a theater. There's the Staples Center. It's like in a convention center, all in one little area. It's pretty cool.
Here I am thinking we're almost done, and then I go upload, and it's another.
Yep.
Beast of Metal 1989 for $250. Reva G Wiz.
Okay.
Kirk Coble for $5 Canadian. Just bought a 2007 Nissan Altima for 2,800 low kilometers. Always buy Japanese vehicles. They will last forever if you take care of them.
Damn
I agree
right.
with that.
Change the oil. Check the oil. Always check the oil. Whether it's your
my
car
sister had a Honda that just broke down on her. It lasted her 14 years.
Yeah, we had a Honda Accord that
Actually,
made
right,
it
16 years.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The first car in my family was a Honda Accord, and it made it like 300,000 miles. I ended up selling it for like $400.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got a
Let's go
stalker.
for it.
Stormus
Yeah.
Enormous. He's seen you at
Fucking-
the at your giant eagle.
Yeah, he's gonna break my kneecaps.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like to me.
He-
JRF
Froggy
2000 for
Goodell.
5. Tampa and Baltimore both decided to choke in epic proportions, and I am a fan of both. Guessing my luck, Tampa will get swept again.
It's possible. Possible.
Yeah.
Tampa's got a lot to prove. I
Yeah,
can't
oh yeah.
believe
Alex Moreno for 2. Bring Saab and Pontiac back. Also, Steve says hi. Well, Saab and Pontiac were part of that GM contraction.
Yes, they were. They were part of the bankruptcy of 2008.
Yeah, well,
and then
Saab
shut up
sucked.
with Hummer and
Pontiac
Oaks.
it lost its touch.
It was.
They're-
Hey, you can't dog on the last GTO though. That was a great car.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm talking like their main cars, not their sporty.
No, Pontiac had that little Miata-looking convertible at the end that was
It sucked.
hot.
It was terrible. The only good car they had out of that was the M5 Fighter, the G8 GT. That came with a fully loaded 6-liter V8 and the chassis from one of the Holden brands, and it was insane.
I like the Pontiac Fiero. It was like a cheap Camaro, but not like it was
caught
like.
on fire.
What's that? Did we
They had
lose
problems
you?
with it because it exploded. It would catch
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah, it had the fuel tank would explode and shit. It was literally named appropriately, the Fiero. Mhm.
It was worse than actually. No, it wasn't as bad as the Pinto, but it was.
Pinto
it
was
wasn't a
bad.
very- Yeah, Pinto.
Mhm.
My mom had a Pinto actually. It's kind of funny. Yeah,
Very
she actually
nice.
got rear-ended, but that was after it was like a 1980 model after they moved the fuel tank. So fortunately, she didn't catch on fire.
How do you talk so fast?
Caffeine.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for checking in, Alex. Did you like our? Can you work with what we sung
I
on
did.
the song? Can you turn that
I have
into
to
magic?
save the timestamp, but yes, I can. All I need need you to sing a few more parts of it, but other than that, I could probably start work.
Which part do you need to sing? Garrett clapping all the way to the G-men. I don't know the chorus that well, cause I don't listen to. They suck. We suck.
Like that.
I don't know. I don't listen to Nickelback like that, man. I just look at this
They
photo.
played
of
on the
Dad.
radio here.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thanks for checking in.
Later, guys. Have a good night.
Peace
All right.
out.
Love you, Alex.
Oh,
Say hi to
official
Candace
goes-
for us.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I will. Also, I'm going to. I won't see her for 2 weeks, but also.
Oh boy.
Everyone here says hi, and also sing look at this photo of Dak for me, like with the most gravelly voice you can. I mean, I think that'd do better than.
All right. Look at this pic from Dak.
Look at this pic from there.
There you go. That's good.
Every time I do it, it's about why the Cowboys get so dead. What the hell is on Jerry's hell?
You gotta get like that little slur
Wait.
too.
Look at this pic from Dak. Right in the hands of a defensive
Every
back. How the Eagles win that game. The NFC East is a league of shame.
Damn, son.
Was that good enough? I can't sing.
You have to sing like you have lung cancer, like
Oh,
severe lung
I don't
cancer.
ever want.
I can't do that.
All right,
I mean,
no.
I need to rip out my throat.
All right, Alex, we got to finish up the show. Bye. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm getting muted. Muted. All right, he's muted for now. Well, maybe
Fistel
let him-
goes Richland for 2. Menards is actually primarily home improvement.
Is it like? Isn't that something when someone kicks you in the balls? Oh, Menards. Oh,
Menards.
you kicked me in Menards. Why you kicked me in Menards?
Sounds
Isn't Canadian Tire sell everything? Canadian Tire sells like groceries, right?
Yeah,
EA taught us that. Mhm.
something like that. I thought it was like, whoa, Canadian Tire.
I was
does
like,
it?
yeah,
It's like,
I
I know we have a discount tire that's coming up. But it's
Yeah.
like they sell tires.
Yeah, it's called
don't-
Canadian Tire. Uh-huh.
It's,
Fuck.
it's like one of those that like, oh, milk comes in bags. Shit, is
Yeah,
it like that?
misnomer. Complete misnomer.
Yep.
Mhm.
Beast of
Beast-
Metal 1989 for 5. Building up the area around Harbor Park is difficult because most of the unused land between it and I-264 is a brownfield with possible environmental issues.
Yep, there's chemical spills. It's all swampy. It's just you can't do much with that area. It's fucked.
Yeah, that's a Sunrise situation if there ever was one.
Sunrise.
Omega Black to close us out. Saab was great until GM bought it. Fuck GM.
Yeah, Saab. They used to make the Viggen. It was an airplane.
They used to be tanks.
Yeah. Saab was like the Swedish Audi, you know, like Otto Union. Saab made all their defensive stuff. And then Sweden was like, wait a minute, we don't need an army. We got fucking America. Protect us.
Pretty much.
And then they stopped. All right. Okay, I have a funny story for you.
All
To
right.
end the show. All right. And I'll get killed, but luckily my wife doesn't listen to the show. So
Lucky.
So last Friday we're hanging around the fire pit, and I was talking about how my neighbor, like one of my neighbors, wanted to come onto the show, and he was like, what would happen if I came onto your show? I was like, you'd probably suck like everybody else that tries to come onto the show. and then I was telling this, and my wife's best friend, who is not ugly, let's put it that way, was like, I can come on your show. I can fucking rock that shit. I was like, all right. I was like, I'll give you a minute. I was like, you have no idea how hard it is to just talk for even a minute about even a subject that you know a lot about, right? For just a minute,
Yeah.
right? Shotgun and go. It's not easy. And in fact, everyone that's come on for, I think 4th and 9 did the best, right? And it's hard if you're not prepared. And so she was like, all right, I'll talk about something I know a lot about. And I was like, what are you going to talk about? She's like, dick, for a whole minute. And I was like, okay.
That'll get us ultra demonetized.
Yeah, so me and her husband both like straighten up, and we're like, all right, it's time to listen to this. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna set the timer. You get a whole minute, right? And so I put the timer on. Like I was like, shoot your shot, which is a great name for this. So I put the timer on, and she goes into this rant about like penis, right? And she made it about 30 seconds, and I lasted about 25.
Damn, son.
I was just looking over, like, I was just looking over at her husband, like, I don't think I should be hearing this.
Oh, God.
Like, some adult beverages were consumed, but we all had a good time, and it was fun. All right. That was my story time joke. All right. I don't think we have any more Snapper Chats. We had a pretty low amount of viewers tonight, but I don't give a fuck. We had Jake Bazell.
It's that post Super Bowl lull.
Yep.
It always dies
Jake
down
Bazell
after
had
football
his happy 15th birthday, gave us $200, which means that, I don't know. What should I do? What should I do for $200? Should I moon y'all? Should I bend over and take it in the ass? Huh? $200. God damn it.
And you are a bona fide professional whore.
I know. I'll do anything for $200. 2 dicks. I don't give a fuck. All right. Alex Moreno sent one more, and then we're going to close the show. 499 Tree Saab 9x7X Aero was an amazing car. They redeveloped a Chevy Trailblazer into a Mega Sports SUV. It was the fastest production SUV temporarily. Now they have a Bentley SUV now. Wear a Yankees jersey. Oh God, no.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. 9x7 Aero. 9 through 7 Aero. Let's look that up before we end the show. I need to see what this car looks like. Saab 9x7 Aero. Oh, here we go. 90. Ooh, look at this piece of shit. Wow. That thing looks like a cheap ass Nissan. Looks like a Hyundai. Looks like a Chevy. That's what it looks like. Looks like an Equinox. You see it back there?
Looks like that Oldsmobile SUV, like in the early 2000s.
Yeah. No, it looks like a Chevy from the back, though. All right. We can call it a show. We made it 1 hour and 33 minutes, man. We are going to, if you guys are going to be in Florida, don't forget about the Afterburn, guys, in Dodge's channel. But if anyone's in Florida March 1 through 5, we're going to be at spring training. Like, we're going to just be having a blast, man. Sad Man Baseball, who is in the chat, will be there. SRS Mike, SRS Matt, and Real Shelfie will be there. Oh, Foolish Baseball will be there as well, but he's going to be on the West Coast. Cougs will be there. I don't know if Zach Hampel, all those other big guys. Fuzzy will be down there. It's going to be all a good time, man. So we'll have it's going to be a very large circle jerk with tree in the middle as the star. West Palm Beach is where we'll be.
Ah, you made me the star in the middle. I'm
Yep.
so
I'm selfish. Oh, really, Blake? Come out with us. We'll get us in Twitter, and we'll tell you where we'll be. But we will be in West Palm. We're going to all the camps on that side. All right, Tree. Any final thoughts? Parting words?
No, I don't, man.
All right.
Just working on another vid. I should have one out this week.
I'm having one out tomorrow on the XFL because I got to cash in on the fucking XFL vibe.
Ooh.
I'm a whore. Didn't you see the
Get
part
those
where
views, baby. Get those
where I
views.
bent over and sang, "Oh, sodomy." All right. Good night, everybody.